Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, One Aviation announces the Eclipse Canada. Drone operator arrested for interfering with firefighters. A power glider that outsmarts gravity will be introduced at AirVenture. I'm Bree Cross. It's July 22nd, 2016, and this is Airborne Unlimited. Here's an announcement that is new enough that we don't have all the details, but we can give you enough to know that something big is happening at One Aviation. More details can be found at their AirVenture display, and we will update you when we get new information. One Aviation has provided ANN with the initial outline for an improved Eclipse project that offers more performance and features. Currently known as Project Canada, One Aviation proudly intones that this new aircraft is all about offering more. What we know about the term more is that when compared to the current Eclipse, the Canada requires less runway, can climb to altitude in a shorter time, has a better range that combines with a service ceiling of 43,000 feet. It also has more payload and will cruise at Mach 0.65. And they have even come up with a way to keep current production going while developing this new aircraft with a buyback deal. If you buy a new EA 550 or EASC, One Aviation will take that airplane back on trade for your Canada with zero depreciation. Stay tuned for updates. Despite the widely discussed new FAA drone UAS regulations and industry programs informing people about safety operating their drones, California fire law enforcement officers arrested Eric Wamser last week, who allegedly interfered with firefighting operations on the Trailhead Fire by flying a drone over the fire. This is the first arrest by Cal Fire law enforcement of a drone operator for allegedly interfering with firefighting. Wamser's alleged actions delayed aerial firefighting on a fire burning in a steep canyon. Chief Dave Teeter, the Cal Fire Deputy Director of Fire Protection, said, quote, "When a hobby drone flies in the path of our aircraft, we have no choice but to pull back our air tankers and helicopters until the drone is removed. For hobby drone operators, it's pretty simple. When you fly, we can't. No hobby drones over fire zones." We have not yet received a report as to whether or not the FAA will take any action on this incident, which would fall under the new FAA regulations written into FARs 101 and 107. After the break, Stemme Twin Voyager S12 makes U.S. debut at AirVenture.
Redbird is quickly becoming the industry standard for flight training. Since Redbird introduced its revolutionary FMX in 2007, colleges, universities, and flight training operations around the world have integrated Redbird products into their curriculum. It's time to discover what Redbird can do for you. Join the migration.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Welcome back. If you would like to be a supporter of Airborne Unlimited, send an email to jim@aero-news.net. Stemme AG says that they have outsmarted gravity with the new Stemme Twin Voyager S12 that will make its U.S. debut at EAA AirVenture next week. The company says that with its 82-foot wingspan, this high-performance power glider achieves a glide ratio of up to 53:1. They also point to the unique folding propeller that disappears completely into the nose dome during glide, which gives the aircraft excellent aerodynamics. For powered flight, the Twin Voyager S12 uses a Rotax 914 turbo engine to provide cruise travel performance. It also features a new luggage compartment in the fuselage and an autopilot. Stemme says that they already have more than 20 orders on their books. They also say that the S12, which has already been certified in Europe, is now nearing FAA certification. It's Friday, and that means that it's time for ANN CEO and Editor-in-Chief Jim Campbell to check in with his weekly Barnstorming commentary. This week we are asking the question, is Jim bragging about how many times he's attended the annual EAA convention in Oshkosh, or is he bragging about living long enough to be able to do it? We're about to find out. Here's this week's Barnstorming.
Thanks, Bree, and hi, folks. Well, greetings from ANN HQ, Oshkosh style. Excuse the mess in the background. We've unloaded, but I haven't organized a darn thing yet, even though it's Thursday and I've been here since Saturday. There's been a tremendous amount of work to do. I'm doing it. And frankly, God help me, I enjoy every moment of it. Mostly because there's this sense of realization as you walk through here, and I have a tendency to walk around here late at night when I'm working. I like to go out, midnight, 1, 2 in the morning, just walk up and down for a little bit. and just enjoy the memories. This is my 44th Oshkosh. I'm stunned that, one, I lived that long, and two, that all is as it is at this point. It's come such a long way. And yet, the thing that is overwhelming to me is the fact that we are all caretakers of everyone who's loved and improved and powered this effort since day one. And yet, so many of them are now gone. I can't walk a dozen yards down here and not remember that this is Paul's place. And remember the afternoons I'd be riding around in Red One, and we go out and visit people and tell lies and have a great time, and this story and that story, and this person did this and this person did that. And of course, walking hand in hand with Vicki many years ago. Those are memories that not only will last a lifetime, but now they have to. And so many friendships. Jimmy Mosier, I can't believe he's not here to enjoy every second of this. Great people who so did improve and empower this phenomenal place. Tommy Jones, flying air shows and just being the life of the party. John Denver. Yeah, to all of you, he was a singer, but to me, he was a very sweet guy who always celebrated my little sister's birthday and had to make sure that when he showed up at Oshkosh, the first person he said hello to was Captain Bethy. These are the memories I have. There's so many others. And yet this year, I'll make new ones, and I'm going to enjoy them. I'm here with 28 people, all A&N adherents, people who make A&N as powerful as it's been, and more important, are helping drive it for the future. And I promise you, the future we have in mind now is like nothing you've ever seen. As you know, we've always been out on the leading, bleeding edge of innovation, and crazy ideas and good ideas, and some not so good ideas that quickly get dispensed with. But where we're going now blows my mind. But it's because of extraordinary people. You're going to see extraordinary work. And all these people here now, those that passed and those I'll meet in the future, are what make Oshkosh an incomparable event. Yeah, 44, fantastic. Can't wait for 50. God help me, 60. Or whatever I'm allowed to have. Come to Oshkosh, be here, stop on by, say hi. Be a part of the greatest show on and over Earth. Oshkosh, Wisconsin, AirVenture. See you here, guys. For the Aero-News Network, Airborne, and Aero-TV, I'm Jim Campbell, enjoying some memories.
After these messages, Airbus Cargo Drone Challenge awards winners.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. Airbus Group and Local Motors have announced the 5 winners of their Airbus Cargo Drone Challenge. This was a co-creation competition for the next generation of commercial drones, which both companies launched in April. The winners will share a prize of well over $100,000. Honoring the legacy of the Tuskegee Airmen, Tuskegee Next seeks to transform the lives of at-risk youth through aviation education, providing career path opportunities so that they can transform their communities. This year, 9 Tuskegee Next cadets are participating in the program. The NTSB is devoting 2 days at its training center to offer guidance to aviation public affairs professionals on effective management of emergency communication following a major aircraft accident or incident. The training is scheduled for September 29th through 30th, 2016 at the NTSB Training Center. AirBP has awarded its second Sterling Pilot Scholarship to 17-year-old Zoe Burnett. The $13,000 award will enable Zoe to complete her private pilot training and take the first step towards becoming a commercial airline pilot. Boeing's current market outlook, released earlier this week, is forecasting a demand for 1,850 new airplanes in India over the next 20 years. This is valued at $265 billion. They report single-aisle airplanes account for the largest share of deliveries. The Airline Pilots Association reached a record 8,900 school students during the 2015-2016 academic year. The union is celebrating more than 30 years of encouraging young men and women to consider becoming airline pilots. Well, that's a trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. The NTSB Out 2020 mandate is closer than you think, and the Aircraft Electronics Association is out to help incentivize owners of general aviation aircraft to meet the FAA's equipment requirements. To do this, the AEA will randomly award 5 aircraft owners with $1,000 towards an NTSB-compliant upgrade during EAA AirVenture 2016. AEA President Paula Dirk said in part, quote, "The avionics repair shop industry in the U.S. has only 41 months remaining to equip the general aviation fleet of more than 100,000 aircraft with NTSB Out equipment. By awarding $1,000 to 5 different aircraft owners to help them become compliant sooner rather than later, the AEA hopes to send a message to owners of general aviation aircraft that the time to act and upgrade is now." Aircraft owners may review the registration rules and enter to win one of the 5 $1,000 awards at the AEA display booth during AirVenture 2016. AEA will announce one winner each day from July 25th through July 29th via its social media outlets. Well, that's our program for today. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily Monday through Friday with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe and check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Get comprehensive real-time 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Have a great weekend. We will see you Monday from AirVenture.